Hi guys, it's night test. So today I'm going to read Mystery in the Moonlight, written by Abigail Lamarine, illustrated by Tab Butler. First question: how did Nico and Isabel's ideas about the neighborhood change during the book? First, they thought he was a vampire, but throughout the story, they began to know that it's not. So they decided to become friends at the end of the story. Listener, casual, coincidences, complemented, escapists, fractional twins, identical twins, intent, plots, recruit, threshold, tolerant, exoderma, pigmentism. Chapter 1. David and Isabel Lopez were twins, but other than being born on the same day, they are almost nothing alike. They are fractional twins, not identical twins. Nicholas was solidly built and handsome with a band of curly hair like his father's. Isabel was small with striking green eyes, a sprinkle of freckles on her nose, and long straight hair like her mother's. Since the day they were born, Nicholas had been a thoughtful, quiet one, while Isabel's been a warrior with adventure and mischief. They were different at night and day, but their personalities complemented each other's perfectly. They were friends easily, but, like most of us, they remained closest to each other. It had been lawful somebody in the neighborhood. Where had Jessica Pearson, the Jessica friends who lived up the street, had been a huge treehouse in a year. Almost everyone on the block had slept there at least once, and his more to tell stories late into the warm night. The scarier, the bad. With the treehouse, Ray Jessica had been a side of attention that summer for sure. Those kids, Nico and Isabel included, were now hatching plots to get their parents to build treehouses too. The only other big news that was that the house across the street, the one that had been vacant since last spring, had finally sold. No family had moved in, and Mr. Lopez had heard from a real estate agent saying that they were named Bradford and they had a 10-year-old son named Andrew. This was great. It said that no one had gotten so much as a glimpse of him. In fact, the whole Bradford family seemed absolutely invisible. One afternoon, Isabel and Nico were playing in the front yard when an enormous truck for draperies, etc., pulled up in front of the Bradford's house. The judge tried to be casual about glancing over at the house while workers reading every window treatment, putting up both blinds and drapes. Once they were done, not a thing could be seen inside. I guess they liked the privacy, Nico said. That's strange. Isabel said. I've started to meet the boy who lives there. I play some kickball, but I've never seen him at all. Isabel was good at kickball and never missed an opportunity to recruit fresh players. Nico was knowing how frustrating it must be for Isabel not to be able to make friends right away. There is something odd about that family, she said. Chapter 2. Another night when the moon was full, Isabel quietly but urgently knocked at Nico's bedroom door. Isabel, something was up with you, Nico asked. Isabel had her binoculars in her hand. She climbed Nico's bed to peek out his window. Shh, Andrew Bradford is outside, Isabel whispered. Nico peered through the binoculars and saw Andrew Bradford climbing the old oak tree in the Bradford's house. This certainly seems like a funny time to be out climbing trees, if you ask me, Isabel said. Nico looked around the yard and saw Andrew's parents sitting at the potato table, happily playing cards by moonlight. They don't look very intent and lemon stairs. Don't you think it's strange that the Bradfords are never outside during the daytime and the other wizards are covered? You've seen those creepy horror movies just like I have. Don't all these coincidences sound familiar? Nico rolled his eyes. Maybe they work at night, Isabel. I don't know. I'm sure there's a logical explanation. Nico, the kid, hasn't come out in the daylight even once since they moved in almost a month ago. Remember when we moved here? The first thing we did was check out the neighborhood for kids our age. We were best friends by the end of our first week, remember? Isabel asked. Yeah, I do remember that, but some kids are just shy, and that doesn't make them monsters. We could go over there and introduce ourselves, but let's just wait a day or so to see what happens. Okay. But I think there's something very weird is happening here. She leaned to whisper in Nico's ear. Maybe it's even something spooky. And I think you've forgotten how to use your imagination. That's okay, yes. You got enough imagination for both of us. Isabel looked annoyed and a little hurt. She sighed and went back to her room. Chapter 3. The next 2 days were a blur of activity as school began, and everyone was busy settling into the new routines. The first morning at the bus stop, all the kids watched the Bradford as to see if Andrew would show. He did, and Andrew Mysterious drew lost in shuffle first day jazz and finding out who everyone's teacher was going to be. The days were still long, however. So there's an evening playtime left for the treehouse and for lazing around, time for finishing on the last of the wild blackberries. So turn once again to the mysterious Andrew Bradford and the late sight of this moonlight escapists. Theories are many wild, but most focus on blood-stained monsters of one kind or another. What am I thinking of night? Neil, Isabel, Gray, and Jessica will play a little twilight kickball with other kids from the neighborhood. Isabel married Neil went straight over their heads into Bradford's yard. Neil looked toward the house and stood aside. Well, whispered Isabel bravely, I guess we'll have to climb over there again, and we'll find out once and for all if there's a werewolf, a vampire, or what. This game is getting dark. Let's wait till tomorrow, suggested Bertie, getting the two of his sneaking into the garden looking nervous. Jessica nodded. Take a step back and look at her watch. It's late, she mumbled. No, Isabel is right. Neo said, walking over and taking his sister's hand. I'll go with her, and let's see what's going on. Neo and Isabel shared a glance they shared many times before. They'll always be there for each other, no matter what. The last of the evening light was fading fast. At the clear defense that surrounded the Burford's yard, they heard a familiar, happy clatter bass beyond the trees. The bass had begun their nightly hunt for food. She had another glance. Was this a sign? They clutched each other's hands tightly and headed for the far side of the Bradford's property. That is, they commenced to retreat the ball from a teach of shrubs. And turned instead. Isabel was quickly walking away from him to the opening side on the battalion. Isabel, come back. Just as she reached the threshold, a boy about their age appeared. Hi there, squeaked Isabel. As she drew herself up straight and said firmly, it must be Andrew, Isabel Lopez, and chicken over there is my twin brother Nico. So that's for loyalty, grumbled Nico. He doesn't seem that lost for words, but he finally managed a small hello. He didn't look like a werewolf or a vampire, or any kind of monster at all. He did have a whole lot of freckles. He was covered with clothing from head to toe on the warmest nights of the year. But there's no forward blight fangs anyway. Sorry to say to your yard like this, but I bought whatever the feds said. Isabel's voice shut off. You could yell from me instead. My sister wanted to see you're a vampire since you never come out in the daytime. It was really hits over her face in embarrassment. But he just started to chuckle, and the chuckle turned to a very loud, long laugh. When your eyes touch you, let me go get my mom and dad. I'm probably wondering who I'm talking to. Then I can tell you all about the big mystery. Mr. and Mrs. Bradford appeared a moment later. After the introductions, the Bradfords explained the reason their family followed their full schedule. Andrew has a condition called XP. XP stands for extra number of pragmatism. His skin eyes can just tolerate life for the sun. It is summer almost immediately, and it takes a long time to heal. Other than that, it's just like you and every day. That's why you might see us have highlighted evenings. Enjoy things that are more fun without the complications of sunlight, Mr. Bradford said. I'm pretty much a moonlight only guy, Andrew said. And making meeting other kids in a new place is a bit of a challenge, especially in the summer. So glad you came. It's only go both sides uncertainly at that. This is the last to swallow all at once, but suddenly Isabel's face lit up. Hey Andrew, since it's dark now, would you like to be some more than neighbors? This is a really cool treehouse that we could play. Keep all in. Is what Barry said. Well, Andrew's parents nodded with approval. She and Nico led Andrew toward his new friends. As the weeks passed, the sun began to set earlier in the evenings. It used to be one of the sad parts of life for Isabel and Nico. Now they had a reason to look forward to it. Andrew Bradford's moonlit kickball games had become the treehouse of treasure of the fall.